Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Talk Sport. You're joined by myself today, Luke Tanner. I have made a long-awaited return because it has been a while since I've last been on the channel due to uni and getting a new job and stuff like that. So now I've got the time. Now I'm back. So this is for the World Cup playoff final, Wales-Ukraine. My predictions are down below. Let me know your predictions in the comments. I've gone with 2 on Wales. Bale to score first. Potentially Bale's last game for Wales. Or potentially his last game of his career. Because we all know Gareth Bale. It's Wales, golf. Used to be Madrid. Won't be Madrid anymore because he's left now. So no, this is Bale's last dance. This is his last dance because I don't see, if Wales don't make the World Cup, I don't see him playing again. I don't know whether or not he'll fancy a crack at the Euros in 2024, but personally, this is Bale's last chance at another international tournament. My head is going Wales. That's my prediction, but I actually do want Ukraine to go through. I better not say that too loudly because I do actually live in Wales, so I can't exactly say that. I don't want an angry mob outside my house. 2 teams beside me. Wales, Hennessy in goal. Roberts, Rodon, Davis, Williams. So it's a back 4 for Wales with Ampadu holding with Ramsey, Allen, then Bale. Kiefer Moore making his return to the starting lineup after being injured towards the back end of the campaign. And Daniel James, I'll just have to change something there because I thought Zinchenko was the captain. But it's actually former West Ham winger Yarmolenko, because he's just left on a free now to West Ham, so now he's a free agent. Let me know where you think he'll go in the comment section below. I think he'll play somewhere in Europe, or it wouldn't surprise me if he goes and fights in Ukraine, but it's completely up to him. This is probably where Wales' biggest match in the country's history. I know that they beat Belgium, and that, look at the size difference between Dan James and Keith Moore. Dan James definitely got the bowl cut and just stuck the bowl on top of your head and trimmed all the way around it and go, voila, there's your haircut. So Wales singing the national anthem. I was actually tempted to go to this game, but tickets, money, and all that stuff really got in my way. But I do plan to go and watch more football matches next season. It's going to be incredible. I've not watched much international football because I've actually taken a little bit of a break watching football after the end of at the end of the season. So I have actually been quite, not really watched much, to be honest. But I think if Wales win, they'll be the first home nation to actually win a game this international break. Because England lost, that was hilarious. I think Northern Ireland lost, Scotland lost. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think they all lost. So no one's actually drawn a game; they've all lost. Abshake's performance said, "Let's go Ukraine." That was before the video went. Yeah. Make sure everyone that's new around here, make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. We're on our road to 10k. The Cardiff City Staduim absolutely packed tonight. I do expect it to be a back 3 with Ampadu dropping into that back 3 on loan. Yeah, looks like a back 3. It's lined up as a back 3 with Roberts and Williams as wing backs. With Bale in that. Okay, interesting. Bale in that midfield 3. I thought Bale would be more up front. But you got Allen, Ramsey, and Bale in midfield with Dan James and Kiefer Moore up front. Kiefer Moore, one promotion with Bournemouth as they look. So that'll be massive for him. He'll be playing Premier League football for the first time in his career. Two captains coming up now. Antonio Lazoez, the Spanish. Greg Livingston. Hi Greg. Let me know your thoughts about Scotland crashing out, because I saw a lot of criticism for Andy Robertson, criticising him for not having a drink and to be honest, and apparently he didn't play very well, which doesn't shock me in the slightest, because he looked like the bits I did see. I did watch the highlights. I just didn't watch the full game, but I definitely saw that he looked shattered, like most of the international footballers. And surprise, surprise, when you play long seasons and then when you're playing, as Kevin De Bruyne said, meaningless international fixtures, you get injuries. Lukaku injured, Mbappe injured, Varane injured. So it's absolutely mental. And just going through the teams again. Game changers on the bench for Wales: Harry Wilson, Brennan Johnson, former Wrexham loanee on the bench, Mark Harris. I remember watching him at Wrexham. Did alright at Wrexham. But the fact is that he's playing consistently now at Cardiff. Well, it's not consistently. He's playing a bit of an impact sub role. Gareth Bale there. Looks in the mood 8. If Bale turns up today, he will take this game out of Ukraine's hands. The big man for the big occasions always steps up for his country. That free kick last time was against Austria. Oh, absolute superb. That was vintage Bale. Kevin O'Sullivan in the comments. My partner in crime from the Day Trippers. Best of luck to Wales. Yeah, I think Wales will win this game. I just think if Bale turns up, it's another ball game when he turns up. And we're off. Ukraine get the ball. And who's upfield? It'll be very interesting to see how Ukraine play, whether or not they run out of steam from that Scotland match. And I'll be interested to hear of people that actually watched the Scotland game how well Ukraine played, or was it just a mixture of how bad how bad Scotland were, rather than how great Ukraine was. And I saw that Ukraine was superb that night, but Scotland didn't really play well. But since kickoff, it's been all Ukraine at the moment. Let me know who's your ones to watch. I'm actually really interested. I know he plays for Manchester City, but I'm going to be really interested to see Alexander Zinchenko playing in midfield, because that is his natural position. Pep's pepped him in and turn him into this fullback. But to see him in midfield is going to be really interesting, because he could be key. The legs in there, because when you look at that midfield two for Wales, Ramsey and Allen. I don't think Allen's played a lot, and Ramsey for he played for Rangers. He didn't really play much. Came on in that Europa League final and missed a pen, which was probably all of his contributions up north. And probably when you look at that Wales side, when you look at the talent that's coming through, defence looks good. Forward lines, you've got good forward players. Oh, slipped there by Ukraine. Wales trying to play out of danger. Kelvin O'Sullivan with the comment. Ukraine are a very good side. Quarterfinals in the last year. Some technical players, yeah, absolutely. Stefanenko, Zinchenko, definitely. Is it? Oh, I don't want to butcher his name, but it's Malinowski that plays for Atalanta. He's a good player, especially when they played Liverpool in the Champions League. Yeah, so I think Ukraine are definitely going to have the better midfield out the three. Greg Zinchenko played left back. He's a left back, but he plays midfield. I feel like he plays better in midfield than a left back. I think he can play both really well. It's really underrated. I do feel like he's really underrated because especially when Pep started playing him left back, you're thinking, oh my god, about to say they've scored, but that was just a free kick. Malinowski's their best player. Yeah, I thought that went in, but that was actually. Is it Malinowski going to stand up and take the free kick? Maybe he might fancy himself. Yeah, Malinowski's definitely their best player, and he looks like he's going to be standing over this free kick, dead centre, about 30 yards out. Don't know whether or not he's going to try and do his best Gareth Bale impression. 3 minutes in, he's up straight into the chest of Wayne Hennessy. Nearly tried to do the Gareth Bale in Cardiff City Staduim. Yeah, straight at the keeper. Wales on the forward though. Nico Williams. Just a little lofted ball in and it's out from a goal kick. Be very interested to see how Nico Williams performs, especially at that left wing back role for Wales. He does get a lot more freedom. Dan James already on the yellow card. Already. Awful haircut. I have to say, I know players get criticised for, like Pogba, for their the outlandish haircuts, but when a haircut's just bad, just Wales lose it out and Ukraine get hold of the ball. The midfield battle is going to be key for Wales because Kiefer Moore out to Dan James, ball in, headed away by Ukraine. Wales are pressing. Nico Williams tries to flick it, and Ukraine clear. Yeah, Wales, I feel like Wales will need to use this. Obviously, I've got the sound off, so I can't actually hear the atmosphere, but they need to make the most of this hot start. Little lofted ball in by Dan James. I think the midfield battle is going to be key. Shot by Wales, deflected, and it's a corner to Wales already. Shot by Ben Davis, deflected. Midfield battle's going to be key. I know names wise you're probably thinking, oh, Alan Ramsey, but Ukraine have definitely got the better midfield three. But it's a corner. Let's see if we can get Kiefer Moore on the end of this. Scored in his last 2 World Cup qualifiers. Let's see. Dan James with the set piece. Keeper come out, punches, but he's not a great punch away, but Wales get the ball and pass it back. Ball's lofted back in and it's a bit too deep, but it gets picked up by Dan James again. Left hand side. It's going down, a left foot shot across the box. Bale tries to flick it back in. Bale still got the ball and just runs it out of play for a goal kick. It's a fast start. I think Wales have definitely, since that whole off the pitch thing with Giggs, I do feel like Rob Page has actually done a pretty underrated job in international management wise, because he's got a massive job on his hands, because I don't know how long he can rely on that old spine of Bale, Ramsey, Allen, and Chris Gunter before he's like, yeah, we need to phase them out. Because Wales have got a good crop of youngsters coming through. Just whether or not they're going to make that step up to international football. Did you hear that if the Wales make it to World Cup, could play for Cardiff? Yeah, I think that's where he'll end up. I think he'll play for free. I honestly believe, like people say, he won't drop down, they won't pay his wages. Bale would happily play for free. Nico Williams. Shot, and it's just wide. do feel like that. I think there was links to like Hull City, because Hull City's owner wants like a marquee name, but I don't see him going there at all. But should Wales win this game, he'll probably go to Cardiff. If they lose this game, do not be shocked. Shot from outside the box by Ukraine, and Hennessy just makes the save. Do not be surprised if Bale announces his retirement afterwards, because the ball was slipping. It was going wide, but you can't really, as a keeper, you can't really take that risk. Nico Williams is a pure wing back either side. Yeah, he looks better for Wales in that wing back role. I do think he gets sold in the summer. I think if a bid's good enough, around that 10 million mark, I think. Or ball in for Wales, and Hennessy just tips it over, and it's another corner. Ukraine just cranking up the pressure. But we're nearly 9 minutes in, and pretty much all the forward action has been from Ukraine. Deflected ball, but Hennessy just had to get a hand on it. Make sure everyone that's tuned in, make sure to hit the like, share and subscribe button. Let's talk sport. We're like 200 subs off 10,000 subs. Ball in and headed away by Wales, but Wales can't really get out. And is that a foul on Bale? No, and Ukraine get the ball back in their defensive third, but it's all been Ukraine so far. Wales haven't really been able to string two passes together, which makes it even more baffling why Rob Page has gone with a 3-5-2 instead of taking out a Dan James and sticking in a Joe Morrell or putting another centre half and putting Ethan Ampadu in midfield. So it's a bit of an odd one, and you can see this is going to be. Greg Livingston, do you think Liverpool will sell Nico, and if so, who will be a good choice? Who will be a good second choice right back? Yeah, I do think Liverpool will sell Nico Williams. Think he needs regular football. I think the one Liverpool have been linked with is Calvin Ramsey from Aberdeen for 4 million. I've not really seen much of him. I've seen some of his compilations for like assists, but that looked pretty good. But yeah, again, you're asking him to come in to be backup. It's a bit. I'd rather go with someone with a little bit more experience, maybe, because Trent's got the finished article defensively, and no jokes, he's not going to learn anything defensively. But Steph Malinowski, edge of the box. Wales, yeah, I don't think he's going to learn anything new defensively from Calvin Ramsey. So I don't know. It's a difficult one because anyone you're going to buy is going to be sat on the bench for a majority of the games. Zinchenko looks so comfortable in that midfield role. If you linked with Arsenal as well, I don't know if Arteta's trying to buy like the scraps of the Manchester City title winning sides to get Arsenal winning the title. Great ball. Lovely through ball. Wales, great save by Hennessy. Keeping Wales in the game. I don't know if that would have counted, or was he offside, or no, time to run. Ethan Ampadu played them onside, and that is great bit of goalkeeping. Up to gather the second the spilled ball. So let off for Wales again, and Wales are back against the wall 10 minutes in. They need to just keep hold of the ball for a few passes. Ampadu loses the ball. Hennessy comes out and sweeps. Ethan Ampadu not looking comfortable on the ball, and it's going to be a big one for Ethan Ampadu because he's got Chelsea to think about next season, because there's going to be him, there's going to be Levi Colwill, there's going to be lots of centre halves coming back. So he needs a good game here, because I don't know if he's going to cut the grade at Chelsea. Ethan Ampadu, long ball over, just too heavy. Straight back to Bushan. And Ukraine just keeping hold of the ball. Just suck the life out of the Wales crowd. Because when the Cardiff City Staduim gets rocking, it gets rocking. And they've had the better chances so far. Yeah, like look at the Ukrainian. They are bouncing. And rightly so. And rightly so. Just wondering tactically, has Rob Page not done the sensible thing and played with a three-man midfield, maybe dropping Gareth Bale, but Nico Williams heads it and he's trying to chase the loose ball, and Ukraine just shepherds it out. Yeah, I don't think, like, Ukraine have got legs in that midfield, and Wales haven't. And that's probably the one thing where you're looking at that next Welsh side, and you're looking like, hey, yeah, who can we play in midfield? Max Boot, Wales versus Ukraine, great for the European qualifiers. Apollo, you're shaking everything. It's great for the European qualifiers. It's great. Thanks. Yeah, it's a great game. Like, they dispatched Scotland with relative ease, and I think lots of Scots weren't happy with that performance, but I wouldn't be happy either when I see Scott McTominay at centre back and you've left a centre back that has played superbly abroad, and then you got another centre back that just won promotion with Nottingham Forest, and you play Scott McTominay. So yeah, I'd be annoyed if I was Scotland, but the first time that Wales have managed to actually keep the passes together. Bale's out on the right. He needs to get closer in that penalty area, Gareth Bale. Bale hasn't really gotten into the game yet, but Wales are definitely keeping the ball a lot better. Kiefer Moore. Oh, I thought that was handball there. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, super chat in if you want. If you want something specific read out. Ball over by Ukraine. I can't say many of their names. I don't want to butcher them. I do not want to be disrespectful. Nico Williams down the left-hand side. Dan James. Just needs a good ball in, James. Cuts back in. Cuts back out. Left footed shot. Deflected. Corner. It was a great out ball for Wales, even when the end product can be lacking at times. But it's a corner Wales. And Wales have got some big players in the box. Bale, Moore, Rodon, and a bit of height. I'm shocked that someone like Nico Williams hasn't taken a set piece. But it's a short corner to Ramsey. Ramsey to Nico Williams. Lofts the ball in. It's up for, keeper punches. Keeper looks a bit nervous. Keeper maybe grabbing his ankle. The thing is, when Wales have actually got the ball in the air, like, the keeper has not looked confident at all. Rodon was definitely offside and challenging the ball, but yeah, like, completely missed the ball. Bushan. Be a massive loss should he need to come off, but yeah, maybe just landed on the ankle a bit awkwardly. He's up now. Let's go look for the long kick up the middle. Wales win the ball, but they get the second ball, and Wales win the third ball. It's a bit of head tennis, but it's now back with Ukraine and in the defence. and the defensive. Kev O'Sullivan, this is going to come down with who can handle the pressure. The longer this goes on, the harder it comes. Absolutely, Kev, and especially with the seasons that all these players have had. Like, some of them have had grueling seasons as well. Yeah, their keeper's a disaster. Yeah, he looks really shaky. I don't know who he plays for. If anyone finds out where the Ukrainian keeper plays for, I'll be interested to know, because I would say he played for Shakhtar, but I know Pliatov still plays. Oh, ball over the top to Nico Williams, tries to keep that in, and did he keep it in? Or was it out for a throw? Was it out for a throw? 39 watching. Let's see if we can get the like buttons up. Let's see if we can get the likes up. And make sure you hit that subscribe button too, because we are edging ever closer to 10,000 subscribers, which would be massive. Keep us down again. Burshan has gone down injured. Try to see who's on the bench for them keeper wise. Yeah, Lewin's still on the bench for Real Madrid. Bench for Ukraine. Yeah, it looked like it's going to be Pliatov. I remember watching Euro 2012 with him in goal, and I thought he was a disaster waiting to happen. Yeah, so you got Pliatov. I don't know. Lewin's not on the bench, Kev. It's Pliatov. I'm shocked. The other, yes, Pliatov. If there's going to be a worry, Wales pressure, but Ukraine win the ball. Zinchenko. To the Everton left back that can't pronounce his name properly. But I say Rodon loses the ball. This is a massive game for Joe Rodon as well. Out of the plans at Spurs with Antonio Conte. I know he's been linked with a move to Nottingham Forest to reunite with Steve Cooper. It could be the best move for him. Bale gets the ball. He's out. Oh, Bale goes for goal, and he balloons it. It's not rugby, Gareth. It's not rugby. Could have fed him down, James. Yeah, Joe Rodon linked with reuniting with Steve Cooper, who he played with under Swansea. Played well in that back three. And with Nottingham Forest coming up, they will be looking for some Premier League experience. Now Wales has got the ball in the midfield. Joanne tries to... thought he just overflicked it there, but back to Connor Roberts, who will be playing Championship football next season with Burnley. That switch ball to Nico Williams was massively overhit for Joe Rodon. I don't think he's played a game since Conte's come in. I could be wrong. If there's any Spurs fans in the chat, let me know if Rodon's played a minute under Conte, because I'll be shocked, because I know he's barely even made the bench under Conte, which surprised me a little bit, because he plays well in the back three, so I thought Conte might have seen something in it. But Shenko back to Zabrini. No, can't say it. Wales was out the ball there in their own half. Yarmolenko to Zinchenko. Out wide onto the left, cuts back in. Wales, Ukraine. Shot deflected, and it's in the hands of Wayne Hennessy, and Wales could be off. Bale tries to feed in Dan James, but the ball's caught and comes off the Ukrainian player, and ball zipping. If you were Chelsea, would you sell Ampadu? Interesting. I've not watched much of him at Venezia. Apparently, he's been one of their better players. I don't know, because when he was at Sheffield United, he didn't really play a lot, and Sheffield United were garbage when they went down. But it's such a tough one. I think he needs another loan, but you can't keep on loaning him out. Eventually, he's got to find himself a permanent home. But I don't know, if a bid that deems acceptable comes in, then I don't see why not. Because he's super versatile, and the thing is, Chelsea need to make some decisions with some of their fringe players. Ball down the right. Ramsey, ball in. Oh, just couldn't. Kiefer Moore just couldn't get there. Did it come off of a Ukrainian defender, or is it ball that? Just look at that ball again. Oh, great ball. No one attacking it. If I was Chelsea, what Southampton do? Probably. I don't think he's got that quality to play at Chelsea. Like, at all. Maybe he needs to go to Huddersfield on loan, like Colwell did. Anthony's a good player, but when you look at the midfield, at Chelsea, he will not get a game for them. But that's the thing with Chelsea. Like, Tuchel's got Connor Roberts tried to jink in and out, but Mikalenko gets it clear. The thing is with Chelsea, like Chelsea have got to make some squad decisions this summer, because you've got Gallagher coming back, you've got Colwell coming back, you've got Broha coming back, and you've got big players leaving like Azpilicueta, Rudiger, Christensen, Alonso. When you look at that midfield, you've got Kante, Jorginho on one year left on the deal. If I was Chelsea, I'd be looking to cash in on one of them, because so it's tough. But this is where the big managers get the big bucks, by making decisions, and like Tuchel's got a big season ahead of him. I'm about to say if Roman was in charge, but it's the Bowley era, so you don't know if that relationship's gonna work, because it just depends who Chelsea get in to help rebuild. Oh, just slick play from Ukraine, like in the middle of the park, just passing around Wales with ease. But yeah, when you look at that Chelsea squad, like rumours of Dembele signing, it's difficult, because I feel like Chelsea need to move out that back three into a back four. But you can't expect, because what you think it would be Thiago Silva, possibly Koundé coming in. Like, is that a Premier League winning centre back pairing? Probably not. Koundé might look better in the three. I don't know. Chelsea are going to be a tough one to decipher, because if they have a poor window, they'll be battling for top four. Since the flurry of chances for Ukraine, and since the Wales corner, it's been pretty much a midfield battle. But every time Ukraine get the ball, Wales are back in that shape. Just over 25 minutes gone. Well, 26 minutes gone. Let me know if anyone wants to talk about any of the other international fixtures that happened this past week. Because England lost, Northern Ireland lost, and Scotland lost. England losing, was it a surprise? Probably not. Is Southgate playing the wrong formation? Yes, he is. Yeah, cannot wait for people to build up England. It's like, yeah, can win the World Cup, and then they got it like last 16. Try to feed the ball through, but it's cleared by Wales, and Kiefer Moore tries to bounce it back down to Bale, and Bale's first time volley pass just doesn't fall to Dan James, but Ukraine tried to feed it through, but Wayne Hensey's going a long way out of his goal just to pick it up in that right back channel, where it gives it back to Ethan Ampadu. Oh, Kiefer Moore tries to... I don't know why Kiefer Moore was doing that. It's like no one's making runs off him. Just need some legs from Wales. Everyone make sure to hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Do you feel England will play better in the back four? Yes. Yes. I do actually, yeah. Because when... Oh, ball through. Ukraine are in. Ukraine! And poor finish, but he was offside. Offside. Yeah, I do. Because when you look at that squad... apart from Reece James, most of them are played in. Apart from Reece James, Pickford, and I'm trying to think who's else played primarily back five, and Connor Cody. The majority of that squad have played in the back four this season, and I do feel like that you can get more of your creative players in a back four than a back three. So far, Ukraine 6 shots, 6 attempts to Wales' 3. And Ukraine have had 2 on target to Wales' none. Yeah, so if you look at a possible England 11 based on form, Stefanenko to Yarmolenko, who's in Wales' box. Crucial header by Ampadu. Ukraine are sniffing now. Yeah, because if you think about it, like the back four for the World Cup should be Tamori starting with John Stones. Well, get the ball. Rob cuts aside. Oh, great shot. Great save by Hennessy. I don't know. But before his injury, he should have gotten the call up. But I don't know why. There's actually like a lack of left backs floating around. Actually, a lie. Did Tyrese Mitchell do something in that when England played or something? Because since that camp, he's not really had a look in, and he's probably been the only active English left back this season. Yeah, Ukraine have definitely been the better side so far this half. That was their 3rd shot on target. Oh, ball over, flicked over the top. Ukraine. Oh, Wayne Hennessy again. Crucial save. He's keeping Wales in this game right now. Keeping Wales in the game. No one picking up the striker there. That allows a flicks over the top. That 2-man midfield, the striker just drops in deep. One of the centre halves doesn't come towards him. And that leaves the guy runner off the back. And great save by Wayne Hennessy, who has spent a large majority of the season on the bench for Burnley. Set piece from Ukraine. Goes short to Zinchenko. Then goes back to the corner taker and it's cleared. And Wales just hoof it clear. And Jan James trying to go through. And it's a yellow card. Definitely a yellow card there. Yeah, I don't know why he picked James Justin. He didn't have a great debut. Like, I watched a bit of that England game and James Justin didn't look good. And that was about it. I only watched the back end of the first half, and then I turned it off when we had when I had dinner. Saw that Trent came off, Reece James came on, and Reece James gave away a penalty. So you couldn't write that stuff, can you? Mikolenko with a yellow card for cleaning out Dan James. He'll be playing Premier League football next season with Everton after they completed the Great Escape. Keith Moore is out on the ball. I think if Wales is going to win this, it's going to have to be through extra time and penalties, because I don't see where they're going to get the opportunity. Maybe set pieces, but Ken Walker, the world is with us. That was it a pen in the England game? I had to watch, and the thing is, when you're not goal side and when you start pulling shirts and it goes down, it is a pen. That was poor defending by Reece James. But Kiefer Moore holds up the ball for Wales. Ball across the box to nobody. Wales picked it up. Oh, is that a free kick? It's a free kick to Wales. Malinowski. Looks like he's just giving it away. Dan James fouled. Just looking at that again. Oh, I have to say, that's a. You're looking at that foul again. Okay, maybe he might got his toe, but that looked very soft. Bale. There's no way Bale's going to go for goal from here. Unless I'm missing something, Bale is not going to from goal from here. He's on the left-hand side, so it would have benefited the right footer, but he is eyeing this up. Pretty quiet this game, Gareth Bale. Steps up, left-footed, and it's in! Gareth Bale! He stepped up again with another free kick. It took a massive deflection. Cometh the hour, cometh Gareth Bale, and it comes off Yarmolenko. Wales won't care. Wales have been so much Wales have not been good this game at all. Ukraine have had the possession, had the chances, but Gareth Bale, when you give him a free kick just outside the box, doesn't matter if it's the left side or the right side, Gareth Bale steps up. When his country needs him the most, you're looking at that free kick again. Yarmolenko tries to head it away and he only ends up heading it towards his own goal. Oh, if he doesn't head that ball, the free kick's in the keeper's arms. First blood. Oh, sorry, no. Let's say that again. First strike to Wales. Gareth Bale, the goal scorer. Well, been second best, but when you get the opportunities, you've got to finish. And if it's going to be a set piece, that was going to do it for Wales. Wales are going to Qatar, as things stand, of course. Make sure that everyone does to smash the like buttons up. And was that a free kick to Ukraine? No. That insane. Maybe the goal kick, maybe the free kick would have gone into his arms. Maybe it would have done. Maybe it would have slid in, because that is a slippery surface. But the free kick was going in, and it is a goal for Gareth Bale. Now it's Ukraine again. Now can Wales get out? Wales got to make sure that they can just hold off the onslaught that they're going to get from Ukraine. Ukraine will press that second goal. It's a free kick to Ukraine. Thrown, I don't know. Absolutely incredible. It's had to be Gareth Bale. Oh yeah, make sure you hit the like, share and subscribe button, pin comment. At the top is the button to subscribe. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Bale tried to flick it through, unsuccessful. Ben Davies, who looks revitalised in that left centre back role, especially under Conte, was immense at Anfield. even though Spurs are looking to upgrade in that area with Bastoni from Inter Milan, which I don't think will happen, but I will happily eat my words if that does happen. Malinowski fouls on Joe Allen, and it's another free kick for Wales. Not in Bale territory, but it could be a better opportunity to get the ball into the box and cause a bit of havoc for the goalkeeper. Nah, Bale's not Bale's not gonna strike it from here. Or could he? No, ball in. And is it headed away by Ukraine? No. Came off Joe Rodon according to the ref, and it's a goal kick, Ukraine. It's been a great game to watch so far. It's been a great game to watch so far. Ukraine, majority of the ball, majority of the possession, majority of the big chances, but when you give a free kick away from outside the box, it's Gareth Bale territory. Another big goal for his country. And Wales are just going to have to dig in deep to half time. Because Ukraine will. Oh, Dan James just slips it away from Malinowski. He's still running down the left. Cuts inside again, hits a brick wall. Ref says get up. And now it's Ukraine's turn to counter. Zinchenko driving through the midfield. Yarmolenko. Which Bale free kick deflected off his head. Zinchenko. Cross down the right. Poor. Joe Allen is getting pressed. Zinchenko cuts aside. Shoots! Oh, and another big save by Wayne Hennessy. Another big save. Yarmolenko is asking, why is that not a foul? Oh, yeah. Joe Allen did kick the back of his leg. Oh, VAR. If VAR look at that, I know people aren't going to like it. That is sort of a pen. Little bit of a pen to me. Let's go into VAR. For me, is that a pen? Or yeah, potential penalty. That is a pen for me. That is a pen. Same thing happened with Andy Robertson with Danny Welbeck. Goes for the ball. That is a penalty. Check over. No, nah. Wales got off the hook a little bit there. Yarmolenko's even pleading his case to Ampadu. But still a call on the Ukraine. Ball in, head away, and now can Wales break? That was a poor ball out by Wales, and probably the biggest moment of controversy, arguably, would be, should Ukraine have had a penalty? Yes or no in the comments. Foul on Yarmolenko by Joe Allen. Kiefer Moore tries to hold it up. Ball just slips off. Wayne Hennessy so far has been my man of the match. Apparently Martin Tyler is commentating the Wales game. Is that a foul on Wales? Dan James has been booked. So Dan James has got to be careful here. Just having a look at that again. Malinowski in with Ramsey. Let's see, flicks it over. clock him in the back of the head though. Dan James got to be careful. Yeah, Bale could make his move to Championship side Cardiff. If Wales beat the World Cup, he's ready to snub Premier League clubs if it means he's in better in physical condition. Ukraine got the ball. Yarmolenko tries to do some flick, but Wales get the ball and just a bit sloppy there. That pass to get the player away, but now Ukraine get the ball. Zinchenko passes it to the fullback. He tries to cross it in. He's headed away, and now it's a corner to Ukraine. Ukraine are knocking on the door. Do not be surprised if my score is the one that comes out, because I cannot see Ukraine not scoring in this game. They are having opening after opening after opening. For them not to score be absolutely criminal. Come out to the Wayne Hennessy collects. Trying to see how much added time is going to be added on. 2 minutes of added on time. Keith Moore just couldn't hold up the ball. Headed out to Connor Roberts down the right hand side. Is he going to check in or? Oh, the Ukraine player slips. Bale could be in, but the defender comes and sweeps up. Wales have their moments on the counter attack. Until that final pass, Wales looked dangerous in the transition. But Bale gets the ball. Bale switched it over to Dan James. Dan James is not going to win the ball, but Nico Williams gets it on the left. So they're cutting on his right. Gives it back to Ben Davis. Ben Davis, ball in. Kiefer Moore heads it back across the box. No one there. Ukraine semi-clears, but only as far as Allen. But I think Kiefer Moore blowing up with a foul or something. Everyone that's watching, make sure they smash the like button. Hit the share button. And help us on the way to 10,000 subscribers. Ukraine got covering the ball. And that is it. Half time. Half time in the game. Massive game. So far, Wales are leading due to a deflected free kick by Gareth Bale. Making sure that I'm liking the video as well. absolutely incredible. Let me know your thoughts of the game so far. I'll run down my thoughts quickly. I thought Ukraine started well. I thought Ukraine really started well. I thought they had the majority of the possession in the midfield, especially with Stefanenko, Zinchenko and Malinowski keeping the ball well, passing it through that double pivot of Ramsey and Allen. Had multiple opportunities, should have scored at least a couple. But Wales didn't look threatening going forward, but when you give a free kick away to Gareth Bale outside of the box, it's very, very dangerous. And when you give 25 yards out, you're thinking, yeah, it could happen. And guess what? Great free kick as well. I think great free kick. I think it would have caused the keeper problems even if Yarmolenko didn't header it in the direction of the goal. However, it might have caused keeper problems. Super wet surface. You saw Wayne Hennessy. That. I'm gonna change this camera a little bit. Let's knock it down a little bit because, yeah, that's better. Yeah, so it's all a bit mad. Ukraine maybe should have had a penalty, but overall, Ukraine have been unlucky not to have had a penalty. Probably should be. They should be at least drawing. Arguably, you could say they could be up by now, but VAR decided not to work. So yeah. Let us know what you think of the game so far. Other international fixtures that are about tonight. Cyprus are playing Northern Ireland at the moment, 0-0 half time. Cyprus, have they got any players that I recognise? Cyprus? Nope. And in other games, Grimsby are back in the Football League after beating Solihull Moor at the London Stadium 2-1 after extra time. Former Wrexham loanee Jordan Maguire Drew scored the winner. So after one season out the Football League, they are back. And in other international games, England lost. Shock. Shock. That's probably the shock that England lost. France lost, which was even more of a shock. Because with that quality, France should not be losing to Denmark. But yeah, just looking back at it now, everyone on Twitter is saying, how have Ukraine not had a penalty? Incredible so far. I am going to just go to the toilet quickly, but I'll be back before the start of the second half. Hello everyone, we are back. Second half is just about to kick off. Probably the biggest 45 minutes of most of these Welsh players' careers. Making sure I get this spot on. Make sure I get this spot on. Dan James about to kick off. Let me know what you'll think the score's going to be at the end of this game. Still think it'll be 2-1 Wales. And we are kicked off underway for the second half. Dan James kicks back to Ben Davies, who switches it to Kiefer Moore. Wales need to be better at keeping the ball in that midfield. They need to be better at holding on to the ball in the midfield. Because Ukraine have definitely got the better technicians in the middle of the park. Ben Davies chest sat down, and Wales, it's going to be the massive half for Ukraine. It's a massive half for Wales. Who wants that World Cup spot? I'm not too sure which group they're going, actually, if they make it. Is it a hard group? If whoever gets there. Let me know, guys, what you think the score's going to be. Let me know what subs need to be made by either side. I'm just going to find the benches for both teams. Let's find that out. So it goes down as a Yarmolenko own goal. So on the bench for Wales, you've got Gumter, Mepham, Wilson, Johnson, Danny Ward, Morrell, Norton Davis, Johnny Williams, Mark Harris, Davis, Thomas, and Matondo. And then on the bench for Ukraine, you've got Sabol, Bondar, Shichuk, Sharpenenko, and I can't say the rest of them because I will do them a massive disservice. For Wales, I could see Wilson, Morrell coming on, just to hold on to the midfield a bit better. Headed out by Joe Roden. Thrown to Ukraine. Malinowski. Outside to Zarev. Tries to flick it off. Yarmolenko. Still got the ball. But Nico Williams managed to get himself out of trouble. And now, if they get the ball right, Dan James down the left-hand side. No one can keep hold of Dan James. Got Kiefer Moore down on the left. He's in the penalty box for Ukraine. He goes back to Bale. Oh, and he missed. Oh no, it's Ramsey. Missed kick by Ramsey. That was Wales' best move of the game. Should have finished off with a goal. Should have been 2-0. But that was better from Wales. Better from Dan James. Went for the reverse ball down the left to Kiefer Moore, who cuts it back to Ramsey, and that should have been a goal. But you have to say, well done for Nico Williams for just playing it out of danger, trusting himself to dribble out of the danger. Stefanenko couldn't foul him, but Kiefer Moore, I don't know whether or not that took a deflection off a Ukrainian defender, or that was just a shanked shot. That was Wales' probably best move of the game. Malinowski is driving. Great challenge by
Well, as Kiefer Moore comes back to try and pick up, but is it a foul to Wales? It's offside. It was offside by Kiefer Moore coming back into an offside position. Ukraine get hold of the ball. So yellow card coming out. Is it to Rob Page? Yep, Rob Page been booked by having to go at an official for a decision. This ref takes no S word. Probably one of the better refs around, which is saying something because most of the refs are god awful. But Ukraine get the ball now. Everyone that's watching, make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 10k, we're like 250 subs away from 10k. Ball into the middle. See the way the Ukraine right back gets it and instantly feeds the ball straight into the middle. That gap. One of those balls, just like the one in the first half, where he just flicks it over. Ukraine will get another opportunity to play it off. Nico Williams tries to get down the outside. Dan James has got the ball on the left, tries to get down a bit of a heavy touch, and Ukraine get the ball. Now looking to just slow it down a little bit, pass it back to the centre half. Just tries to drive out the ball with it, but pass it back to Mikalenko of Everton. .52 minutes gone. Wales 1-0. Yarmolenko own goal. Came off Gareth Bale's head. Malinowski tries to get the ball, but Wales just clear it only as far as Mikalenko. Ball over the top, but straight into the hands of Wayne Hennessy. Just looking to take the sting out of the game for Wales. Wales look to drive forward into Ukraine's half. Ramsey. Bale. Davis. This is Wales' best. Try to get the ball over the top. Ball across. It's deflected. And it's a throw into Wales deep inside the in the Ukraine's half. Just Ukraine Ukraine will get another big chance. I just fancy them to get it. That midfield area for Wales, I still worry about it, because that when the Ukraine striker's got the ball, he can just, if his touch is better, just like in the first half, and the ball is fizzed in, he flicks it over Rodon's head, and bang, Ukraine are in. But Ukraine, when they're getting the ball, they're just trying to do a flick too many. The fundamentals we're definitely going to see this. Wales getting back into shape. Ukraine just trying to pick the Welsh lock. Ukraine, Yarmolenko to Mikolenko. Ball across the box. Ukraine. Oh, great save. Oh, comes out again to the striker and he misses. And was it Wayne Hennessy again? Oh my days. How have Ukraine not scored? Look at that. I said it before, in that pocket in front of the centre backs. That's when the space is happening for Ukraine. Ball crossed by Mikolenko. Topo towards goal, but oh, great save by Wayne Hennessy. And Ukraine should be level. Should be level. Arguably should be ahead. Just some chances created. That's a goal kick by Wales. That's another let-off for Wales. Living on the edge a bit, Rob Page's men. But we know that Wales are dangerous from set pieces. We saw that. Gareth Bale's free kick. The difference maker. Let me know how you think the rest of this game is going to go. I still think it'll end up 2-1 Wales, but Ukraine are knocking at the door. But Wayne Hennessy is keeping that door shut at the moment, who for me has been Wales' man of the match by a country mile at the moment. Dan James, but Bale just a bit of a heavy touch there, just gives it straight back to Ukraine. Everyone that's watching, make sure they hit the like, share and subscribe button. On our road to 10,000 subscribers at the moment. 250 to go. Just absolutely insane. Another great chance. It's that pocket again. It's that pocket in front of the centre backs and the midfield. Just Joe Allen and Ramsey aren't natural sitters. They want to press forward. Yes, Joe Allen's a little bit more of a deeper, but he's more of a playmaker. It's more of a deep line playmaker. Likes to keep things ticking. Ramsey likes to go a bit more box to box. So do not be surprised if Dan James is crucial. Should I say handball to? Is it handball to Yarmolenko? Yeah, it looks like it. Free kick by Hennessy. Kiefer Moore just loses that in the air. Ukraine, I said Ukraine will get another big chance. Is that it? Or do you think... I think Ukraine has to go to create and create and create. So whether or not they can punish Wales, or are we going to see probably the second best goalkeeping performance in the last couple of weeks in behind Thibaut Courtois for Real Madrid against Liverpool. Ukraine ball down the Yarmolenko. Oh, great defending by Wales. Crucial defending. Ukraine still got it inside the Welsh penalty area. He's slipping and sliding. Wasn't a... Roberts clears. Another big chance. Well, that wasn't a big chance. That was just a half chance. That ball... Just take a little bit off that ball and maybe Yarmolenko just nicks in front. Yum. Hey, fair play Ukraine. They are bouncing at the moment. But Bale's got the ball on the right. I used to I used to model my game on Gareth Bale. Just kick and just run with the free kicks as well with the left foot. Those were the days. Weren't great free kicks, mind, but those were the days. Definitely won't catch me doing one of them now. Craig get the ball. Zinchenko. Mikalenko. Just chip it in. But Wales lose it out, and now it's Ukraine. Yarmolenko. Centre. The right back's coming forward. Tries to go for that ball in the middle again. That's a good block by Ukraine. It's a corner. Look at that. Pizza coming in clutch. Coming in clutch. Papa John's cold pizza. Oh, got some bots in here. Classic bots have to get moderate. Oh, was it? Thing is, dealt with doing moderators, and I haven't seen if Wales nearly scored again. It was Bale, and then it was. Oh, Dan James deflected, and keeper just pushes it over the bar. It's a corner, Wales. Hey. Come here, what's this? It's a corner to Wales. Ball in. Oh. Connor Roberts. Tries to weave his way out. Ukraine could counter. Zinchenko. He's trying to feed it through. Nico Williams with the pace. Nico Williams with that recovery pace. Maybe he is good enough for Liverpool. Ukraine defender slips against Bale. Bale through the box. Oh, what a poor cut back. Now it's Wales' turn to be knocking at the door. Malinowski. Zinchenko. "63 minutes gone. Wales still 1-0 up. Now we're going for their first World Cup since 1958. Just Ukraine just keeping the ball just outside the Welsh penalty area. Ball in, headed away by Nico Williams. Kiefer Moore tries to just hold it up. And the ball's passed back. Apologies. eating. How unprofessional. Ukraine definitely are going to have most of the ball. Wales are more than happy to sit in, but Ukraine are a good side. Wales are not beating Ukraine since a friendly in 2016. That's 8 years ago. Six years ago, sorry. Zinchenko, Malinowski. Malinowski shoots! Oh, just wide. Just wide. When teams are taking long shots, it means you're having a great defensive game. Wonder how long Rob Page is going to leave it before he makes a tactical switch. Ball in for Ukraine, and no one's there but Nico Williams. Gonna just clear the ball, and the Welsh defender's down in the box. Joe Rodon. Mikolenko. Yarmolenko tries to leave it for... If Wales can get the ball out right, then they could be in. But it's that pass to set him away. Like, they've lost the ball here. Ukraine, great defending by Wales. It's going to be some rearguard action to keep Ukraine out. Zinchenko with a shot. I've noticed that he's started to peel out to the right hand side, but not you can get a bit of joy. Great ball over the top. Zinchenko trying to go first time. Got it all wrong. Two subs coming on. Brennan Johnson coming on for Wales. I wonder if that's going to be for Dan James. Brennan Johnson coming on for Dan James. He's got his promotion to the Premier League now. I think I know the subs anyway. For Ukraine, it was Malinowski off. I think it was Sharpenenko on. Sharp. Sharp. Ukraine in the Wales box. Mikalenko tries to go for cross box, but Wales hold firm. Gotcha. All the Wales subs done. Go Ukraine. Yep. I think Ukraine would be so disappointed because they should be winning this game in my eyes, but because they've created the better opportunities. But Wales have held firm, like they're big, like that core that got into the semi-finals at the Euro 2016. That core is still there, minus Ashley Williams. And I know Chris Gunter's on the bench, but Chris Gunter isn't a regular now. But you look at Davis, Bale, Ramsey, Allen, Hennessy. This core is still holding that Welsh side together. It's going to be interesting to see how they move on from there, because I don't think you'll see Bale if they qualify. Bale will do the Euros campaign definitely, but Yarmolenko. But if they stay together, then could you see Wales qualifying for the next Euros? Absolutely. Ukraine shoots, sends over the bar. 74 minutes to get played, around 16 to go plus added time. Two more changes. Some more subs about to come on for Ukraine. Bale to Connor Roberts. Connor Roberts. Kiefer Moore. Brandon Johnson hits the post. Oh, what a moment for the youngster. Should that have gone in? Brandon Johnson. Bale! Oh, what a save! Oh, now it's Ukraine's keeper called into action. And now Wales rue their opportunities missed. Brandon Johnson coming on. It's been a live wire. The ball from Ramsey. Oh. Brandon Johnson's got a big future in the Premier League, let me tell you that. I know Everton have been linked with him for 20 million. Whatever happens with Forest, should he stay at Forest and Forest go down again, he won't be leaving the Premier League. He's a talent. There's like 20 goals and like 16 assists or something like that in the Championship. Ridiculous numbers. Substitute for Ukraine to come on the left back to the full back. So let's see who's come on for Ukraine, just so I can change. Ukraine, oh my god, Yarmolenko and Hennessy again. Wow, Ukraine coming ever closer. It's Ben Davies with the heroics. It was Zinchenko's flick dink ball in. Yarmolenko blocked. Nico Williams' header nearly caused problems. Still a tight game. What a game this is for the neutral. When Hennessy makes himself big, clatters in. Just massive chances going to miss in this. Massive. This could. Incredible. 12 minutes to go plus stoppage time. It's insane that Ukraine have not scored. But their Warriors, 16 attempts, Ukraine, 8 for Wales. Wales 2 on target, Ukraine 6. Immense. They get into that box and even that final ball's not there, or the goalkeeper's in inspired form. Shot, and it's straight into the hands of Hennessy. And Neil looked to take a sting out of the game for Wales. Wales edging closer to the first World Cup since 1958. And these crop of players will go down in Welsh history. Not even some of the great sides that had Neville Southall, Ian Rush, Mark Hughes, Ryan Giggs could get Wales to a World Cup. But this could be something special should Wales just hold on for the last 10. But Ukraine won't go down without a fight. And the Ukraine have one golden opportunity left in them, and can they take this opportunity? Knocking on the door, they've had some clear-cut chances, keeper in inspired form. Whereas more than happy to let Ukraine have the majority of the possession. Crossfield pass out to the fullback. Everyone that's watching, make sure they hit that like, share and subscribe button. We're on our road to 10k. Whereas lose out on get the ball back. Johnson, Kiefer Moore holds it up. Nico Williams. Oh, the little nutmeg. Is that a foul? But ref saying play on. And it's a free kick to Wales. The advantage didn't go on long enough in the ref's mind, and Harry Wilson about to come on for Wales. Who's he going to come on for? He'll be playing Premier League football next season with Fulham. Harry Wilson, after winning the league with Fulham in the Championship. He'll have to just wait to come on, but he might come on now, ball out of play. Gareth Bale comes off. Big call. Massive call. As Gareth Bale, maybe that's all his legs can carry for tonight's game, but the fact is that it's a big risk. It's a massive risk to take off Gareth Bale. It's a massive risk to take off Gareth Bale. Will that decision come back and bite him? Or will that just be... You may be thinking, oh, did Wales lose that set piece ability? No, Harry Wilson is in his own right. It's a bit of a ball across the box. Ukraine! Oh, what a save, Wayne Hennessy! Danger's not cleared. Oh my days, what a save! Oh my days, what a save. Nothing will pass Wayne Hennessy tonight. Ball in by Mikalenko. The substitute. Oh my days, what a header, what a save. Writing their names in Welsh folklore. He is 100% my man of the match. Bale could have scored a hat-trick tonight and he still wouldn't have got it. Because he has kept Wales in it. But Wilson... Oh, is that a foul? Yeah, it's a foul to Wales. I'm trying. Free kick. If Bale's on, you can fancy Bale territory, but this is Harry Wilson territory. Wilson, can he provide? Wilson, deflected, but it's a corner to Wales. We have 5 minutes to go, plus added time. Are they booking hotels? Are they booking their tickets to Qatar? Because history awaits this group of Welsh players. Wilson, corner in. Bit too high, but Brennan Johnson, who's been a bright spark since coming on for Wales. Nico Williams, ball back in. Couldn't quite get there. But I'm shocked that wasn't given as a foul, or was it given a foul, or not to Ukraine? And Wayne Hennessy again. Shot by Wayne Hennessy. Ben Davis. Is he down with cramp? Is he down injured? This could be big for Wales. He's one of their most crucial players. Absolutely insane. Let me know your comments. Drop in a comment. Let me know what you thought of this game. It's been a great game for the neutral. It's going to be a nail-biting few minutes for Wales. Do Ukraine have another moment? Yarmolenko switches it out to Mykolenko. A ball in by Mykolenko. But headed out by Wales. Only as far as Ukraine again. And he spoons it. This is 3 points for Ukraine, but it's not a goal. It's not a goal. That be Ukraine's final moment of this game. Look at that crowd. Look at that crowd. I bet that's electric. Brennan Johnson looking to collect his own through ball. Ukraine charging forward. 5 minutes of added on time. But Ukraine's got the ball. Could they force this into extra time? Yarmolenko cuts inside. Shots blocked. Wales players throwing themselves in front of the ball. And that's another player for Wales down injured. Nico Williams. An absolute warrior. His knees heavily strapped. But Ukraine's got most of the possession. Ball in again. Wales heads it clear. Ramsey tries to get it past, but it's only as far back as Ukraine. Yarmolenko. To Zinchenko. Back to Mykolenko. Ball in by Mykolenko. Is he pushed down to the floor or did he just fall? Wales still holding on. Yarmolenko! On his right foot this time. Oh, that another save by Wayne Hennessy. Or that just go over the bar. Yeah, over the bar by Yarmolenko. Three minutes. Who's coming on? I think who's coming on. I think who's coming on for Wales? Is it Norrington Davis? Of Norrington Davis? He's familiar with that wing back system. Played it a lot for Sheffield United this season. But 2 minutes to go from Wales. Crossfield ball by Ukraine. They got one last chance, but not with a pass like that. Way over hit to Yarmolenko. Wales can just waste the clock ever more. 90 seconds, maybe more from history. First World Cup since 1958. There've been many legendary Welsh players that have donned the red shirt of Wales. Some of the icons failed to get Wales over the line, but this crop might just do it. A yellow card, Ampatu's down. Just going to add more time on the clock. "45 seconds left. There's going to be more added on time. Make sure to hit the like, share and subscribe button. The fans are... Let me know your man of the match in the comment section below. I've already made mine already. The brilliance of Wayne Hennessy has kept Wales in this. Not into going to extra time, into going out in general. But Wales have got a throw in. There's 10 seconds of extra time left. Wales just 5 minutes have gone. But they are just ever waiting for that. Wales are still pressing. Harry Alston's trying to say he's got fouled. It's a throw into Wales. Is it a throw into Wales? Ever closer. 6 minutes of play. And that is it! Wales have qualified for the World Cup. They have done it. They have beaten Ukraine 1-0. Commiserations to Ukraine. But this is a massive moment for Welsh football. Icons of Welsh football have failed to do what this group of players have done. Ian Rush, Mark Hughes, Neville Southall, Ryan Giggs failed to get Wales to the World Cup, but this crop have, led by Gareth Bale, Aaron Ramsey, Joe Allen, Ben Davies, and undoubtedly the man of the match, Wayne Hennessy. Because without Wayne Hennessy, Wales do not go to this World Cup. And Ukraine players clapping to their fans. Maybe it was just one step too far for this nation, but with everything they've gone through, it's a bit of a sad way to end for their World Cup qualifying campaign, but they'll be heroes in their country's eyes. Massive moment for Wales. And thank you to everyone that's tuned in. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Wales are qualified for the World Cup in Qatar. And we'll be covering those games on Let's Talk Sport. We'll be covering the World Cup on Let's Talk Sport. But we'll be back for more watch-alongs. Until then, we'll see you all very